this one. Okay. Can you hear me now? Are you able to hear me? Okay. It's like, is this good? I assume you'll be able to hear me at this point. Hopefully. Um, just checking this out to see. Desktop audio should be good. Everything else should be good. Let me check this side. Let's see. Hold on. Should be able to like hear me now. There might be a slight delay. I'm not sure if that one's working or not, but I'm gonna check and just double check sound on that. Yeah, all right. Well, you got that going, so that's good. And let me. Yeah, should be able to hear me now. All right, very good. All right, now we can. Hello, I thought you live stream on Twitch. I do a little bit of both. I'm trying to do more with both platforms. I haven't really done a whole lot with Twitch. I usually do a lot more with YouTube. But I haven't seen you like 2 months. Yeah. Sometimes life kind of gets in the way. As much as I really have enjoyed YouTube as a platform and all the things, it's sometimes it gets a little difficult to maintain a good work schedule because we just have other things that are going on, and that can pose a problem. So, not intentionally ignoring anyone or anything like that. Just so I spent most of Christmas in New York City, and that was a lot of fun. We got to go to a lot of different plays, and at least the ones that weren't canceled. It's pretty heavily restricted up in New York City as opposed to where I live. So you have to constantly carry your vaccine cards with you and show IDs and all the rest of that. It can be a lot. You have to always be wearing your mask pretty much all the time. You don't have to wear it on the street if you don't want to, but it was so cold up there that I just wore it anyway, just to have like one more layer between me and everything else. But that was a lot of fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a couple games, have a little bit of fun, and just kind of chat about all the things that happened. How was everyone's Christmas, by the way? Did everyone have a good Christmas? Get all the things you wanted, or at the very least, not have to see the family you didn't want to have to see? So that's a big draw for most people. We might play some Minion Masters. I like that. I like Minion Masters. It's pretty fun. And then we might play some chess. You know, do a little bit of everything. Let's see. Download to this machine. Let me just kill that for just a second while I do this. Let me just update this real quick. That's awesome to hear. That's good. I hope everything went well for everybody else, just in general. All right, there we go. Now I can turn that back on. If it loads. Sometimes this game in particular, for some reason, has a real problem with me. I don't know why. I don't know why it hates me. Let's see. I thought you were going to stay on December 31st for the live ball drop. Absolutely not. I have no intention of staying in New York for the ball drop. That sounds like an awful thing. Let's see here. So I'm gonna do a little bit of customization and just kind of see what we got going on here. So I'd probably use this guy because it's the one I know how to use the best. I'm not really awesome at the game, but I enjoy it nonetheless. But no, the ball drop is going to be pretty crazy. I generally hope that everyone like that does happen to go, that they're restricting it this year as well, so it's not as many people that's going to be there. There's lots and lots of lines for COVID tests and vaccine stuff, just a lot of stuff. So the style of gameplay I like to play with this is a little bit more just generally focused on just completely overwhelming my opponent to the best of my ability. And I don't know if that will work out this time or not, but we will definitely see. So the idea, at least for this, is to try to keep the bridges, and that helps you with leveling up, which unlocks different abilities for your main character here. And you know, it's a pretty simple kind of game. Generally speaking, I just try to overwhelm my opponent to the best of my ability. And keep a lot of different units out on the field of play as best as is possible. For the most part, though, it's usually pretty easy. Like that, that's, you know, not a significantly hard victory for me. You know, there's a lot of different cards and things, and there's obviously people that play this very professionally. I do not. I play it just for fun, just to have a good time, and just gonna see how quickly we can rise up there. You know, we might play some chess, and if you guys want to play some chess against me, I'm on chess.com, and I'll give you guys a link to that. I got to play some chess while I was in New York, and that was a lot of fun. I like playing against chess hustlers. They're super fun for the most part. I didn't get to go and play as many games as I would like, so there's that. But still. All right, so let's do this. Let's let him get right into this. Then we're gonna throw some of this stuff out, and this is gonna give us a little bit more of an advantage just as a start, and this will help us out pretty quickly to keep our people up and running to the best of our ability. Let him burn that fireball. That's fine. I want to keep these guys out here as much as possible because they help me out a great deal. So I want this out. I want these guys flying in, so that keeps just as much as I can keep out there as quickly as I can. That's the way this deck plays. Just, you know, run through as many things as possible so that you can level up as quickly as possible. Make your opponent make bad moves by burning useless useless plays to have to forestall everything, which is really cool. It's a unique way of doing it. It doesn't take a whole lot of skill. I can promise you that. You know, that's easy enough. Let's see if I can. I won't get that dragon out. I know that. I know I won't get the dragon out. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Speaking of which, was like where I live. It's pretty lax as far as most things go. So like if we're talking about COVID restrictions and things like that, we don't have mask mandates. You don't have to show your vax card or anything like that. Um, it's a little bit more relaxed than most places right now, especially bigger cities. Bigger cities, it's it's a lot. Um, like don't leave your house without your vax card because you're not getting in anywhere if you don't have the proper papers and things. And it's all right. It's everyone's prerogative. Um, Trying to make sure that I stay up to date with everything. Um, you know, let's keep that down there. All right, good. So, but yeah, no, it's been pretty interesting to see um, um, to see people um, like how people deal with the virus, and how people have like what people have done uh, to effectively deal with this particular pandemic. This guy is such a beast. Let's see. Well, we try to explore as much of New York as we possibly can, but most of the time we end up sticking to like very uh, like mainstay kind of things. Whew, this one's gonna be rough. We might not win this one. Who knows? Let's see if we can just keep the pressure up a little bit. This guy's got a lot of distance kind of characters, so we'll have to see how this goes, how this plays out, because it's not a bad deck. It's not a bad deck at all. All right, let's get rid of these guys. Um, you know, see how that plays out. This will give us some time to kind of play around a little bit. But this guy's got a really good deck, so it's going to be hard. I don't think we'll make it through this one unscathed. I've been to the top of the rock. We did that this year, and we we did a lot of different things this year. We did a lot that we didn't do in previous years, mainly because it's difficult. Yeah, this guy's got me. GG. Um, I liked Top of the Rock. It was a lot of fun. It's good stuff. That guy had a really good deck. I like his play. Top of the Rock was fun. Empire State was fun. We did go to the Harry Potter store while we were there, and that was a lot of fun as well. The Harry Potter store has a digital line. Um, Ice skating. Yeah, I've skated at Rockefeller Center before. I've got pictures of me on the ice and things like that. But the center itself, the ice is kind of terrible there because the ice is like sloped out. So when you think of most ice rinks, you think everything is very smooth, very nice, everything's very pristine. You think Rockefeller Center, being as expensive as it is to skate there, that their ice would be like nigh on perfect. And first of all, it's very small. The ice rink is the type of rink that you would normally see, like in England or something. It's very small, but of course, it's not always an ice rink. I don't think so. Um, that makes a difference. But they don't really maintain it like how you would expect an ice rink to be maintained. That said, I think like the ice rinks just in general um are fairly good, just in like for what they are. It's just that Rockefeller Center's is not as good as it could be, and because of that, we didn't go back to skate there because it was just a waste of money. Nintendo World's line was like around the block, so we didn't go to Nintendo World at all. Um, it took us 2 tries to get into the Harry Potter world, like shop, and it was definitely a really cool experience. But the lines were just crazy because it's Christmas. You know, we got some stuff there. I got some Ravenclaw gear because that's my house, so have to represent. But for the most part, I mostly just enjoyed being able to go and just being able to see everything and do as much as I possibly could. I did enjoy it though. We went to see a couple different plays. One of the plays that we went to see was the play that goes wrong, and if you've never seen that, it's an absolutely amazing, amazing play. It's very, very small. Not like one of the bigger plays. Went to see Wicked as well, which is a much bigger play, and it was really cool. And I liked Wicked, but Ink had never seen Wicked before, so we were really trying to get her to see as much of that as was possible. Oh, dude, starting out strong with this guy. He's such a beast. But I've got an answer for him, so that's okay. And we will instead, we're gonna throw this guy over here, and then back these guys up this way, send this out. But yeah, I was gonna tell you this is very crowded, which is it's always crowded because New York City. Yeah, it's definitely very, very crowded. It's a very crowded crowded place, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. It's always a really cool place, and I definitely enjoy having the opportunity to go when I can. And for the most part, every time I've gotten to go has been very memorable, and it's been just a lot of fun. And I hope to be able to make this kind of a more staple of like the kind of stuff that we get to do on a more daily basis. Yeah. I'm getting absolutely blown away here. All right, cool, very cool. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's counter with a few of these things. That's not going to be a good counter for this guy because he's just going to blow it all to shit. But I do have this, and this is a fairly good counter for this. But we will see. We will see what I get to do later on. I'm hopeful to get to go back. It probably won't be until next Christmas or whatever. But we're thinking about maybe doing like not New York trip, but an England trip. Yeah, Nintendo World would have been cool. It's just very, very difficult. Wow, I am getting just absolutely hammered here. Gonna have to do something to bring this back if I want anything more than which I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to bring this back, but we'll see. Try to bring it back. Yeah, there we go. That'll be all right. This will be a good set here because this will keep them busy, and it keeps my it keeps the mana flowing nicely. All right. Well, this will just hold them for a while, and that'll be okay. Oh, that's not good. All right. Let's see here. There we go. That's a good one. Hey James, how's it going? I hope you had a good Christmas. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. But we got to fly first class on Delta all the way there. On the way back was a little bit of a different story. I had a bit of trouble with Delta, which I've not normally had trouble with Delta before, but this time I had a lot of trouble with Delta. They decided to change our flight from a first class flight to a sorry, I'm just noticed that I may be able to get the advantage here. Hold on. To an economy, and which in and of itself isn't the worst fate in the entire world. It's just something I would have liked to have not happened while traveling like I was. So that was a problem, or at least was extensively a problem. Okay, well that was useless. Thank you for that. All right. We got some of it sorted out, but not all of it. And damn. Just saying, do you know that your subscriber went down a bit? Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know how many of those were people that regularly watch my content, and how many of those were people that did not regularly watch my content. And you're gonna have that. You're gonna have ups and downs, and unfortunately, the reality is that you're gonna lose subscribers from time to time, especially when you don't, like myself. I don't upload as often as I should, so I'm not an everyday streamer. So because I don't stream every single day, it causes issue, right? So this particular problem is just kind of constant for me, and I also I talk about serious matters a lot of the time, and that's not for everyone as well. I think we might switch up a little bit, play something different, since I'm not trying to hardcore grind on anything here. I'm just kind of playing around, having a good time. A lot of the issues that we tend to face when it comes to viewer retention is making sure that you have good content, but also making sure that the people really want to see what you've got going on. For me, I really enjoy doing a lot of different types of content. Let me just get chess.com here and see if I can't. Let's see here. Let's do this, and then let's do. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Where is the full screen option? But yeah, I mean, I know that that went down just a bit, and that's okay. It's fine that things like that. I mean, some people, they don't want to they don't want to stay, and that's okay. I'm cool with that. I'm all right with that. My content is obviously not for everyone. Let me see here. Where's the? I had this. Let me. this way. Okay, that'll be all right. Do it this way. And let's do it this way. There we go. And but yeah, I mean, like, I'm okay with it. Yeah, I've got a lot of different games, a lot of different apps. Because I play a lot of different things. Let me just sign in here real quick, and I will be right back in. Let's log in. Should just be this and this. There we go. And then I'll turn this back on. There we go. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna play some chess and stuff. This is my chess ID. Should anyone play chess and want to play a game, we can do that as well. But for now, we're just gonna go to the new game and see who we find. All right. Shame, but yeah, you're gonna get people that are that drop off, and it's just that happens, and it's okay. I don't worry about it too much, just in general, because really it's kind of a why would you worry about it kind of thing, because it doesn't necessarily affect me too much, because my life is not my streaming platform. But let's go ahead and check on that and see. So do we capture his bishop, or do we leave it alone? Well, I'd say we cap, and then, yeah, he's expecting a cap on that. And then we just we'll castle. All right, he's going to threaten there, so let's see if he will take a en passant. And he may not. But it is a threat, so one would think, oh, he's not going to. That's really surprising. I would have pegged him for someone that would have gone for that. But that's okay, because that frees us up to bring this here, kind of stifle that pawn line. We can start moving more pieces into play, which is good. Got to keep that tempo. But yeah, no, I mean, I've not had too much in the way of just general bad luck with Delta, just as a company. This is the first time I've had anything that resembled like a bad experience with them. As this trip, as I was talking about that just a little bit earlier, Delta kind of messed up a lot of our things. They also lost a bit of our luggage. It wasn't important, but they did lose it, and I really kind of wanted them to not do that thing. Okay, well, that's kind of a mistake. What are you planning? Can't be anything very good. Okay. Well, I can pull that back. That's okay. Not sure what that was about. I think that was just an honest mistake on that one. Let's just see if we can draw this over just a bit. All right, there we go. That's good. We'll back up our knight there. They'll probably pull this pawn down Oh, no. No, not pulling the pawn down at all. How neat. Then I wonder, what will you do? I really like chess a whole lot, if it's not pretty obvious. I know it's probably boring for a lot of people, and that's okay. I just, but I found myself mostly this time round of going to New York. Most of the time, I was just standing in line to stand in line. It seemed, which doesn't seem like a lot of fun, but is what it is. You end up spending more of your time just kind of stuck doing nothing. And okay, well, that was expected though. So will you? I wonder what will be best. I don't think this is going to work out the way I want it to, and that's okay. Let's see this and see what we can do with this, because this might be our way to make this work. And then if I can capture his knight, then I can... Oh, he's not going to let me. Now, there's a surprise. I see, because he wants to bring this down. Well, if that's the case, then what we're going to do is we're going to move this back and then see if he comes over here with it, because that might also be an option for him to come over here and to try it that way. I'm not sure. He probably bring this this pawn down. Yeah, pretty much. All right, so we're gonna force him to have to move a piece out and the way, which is fine if he does. If he does it this way, that'll be okay. Yeah. All right. So if that's the case, then we move up and then we block this out. I think that'll probably work. Let's see if Twitch has anything just in general. Okay. But yeah, we're just kind of... Okay. Well, that's not terrible. That's not the worst thing to ever happen to anyone ever. So what we want is... we want to move to here and take care of this pawn, and then eventually we'll want to move here or move here and threaten his kingside castle, which we've already blocked this off pretty well. There's not much that they can do about it now. We just need to move it over just a bit. See, now that's a good move. That's a really excellent one. It doesn't... doesn't work as well as it could because I'm willing to sacrifice that. Because as soon as he does that, I can immediately put him into check. So it doesn't. It's a good move. It's just not the best move because you have your pawn structure and that's good, um, but it does mean that I can. Oh no, he did something very clever, and that's okay because now we can do something kind of clever. All right, he's gonna probably take that because that seems like the best possible move for him at this point. But we can take this now, which threatens this piece. He can bring this down to for a trade, but I don't know why you would. That makes way more sense to do it that way. But it also doesn't make any sense to leave this piece here for one. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And he'll take this. I'll check. And he has to move this down, which is fine. Okay. That's a terrible call there, because that's mate. Okay. Yeah, he had a lot of advantage, but just decided not to use it, I guess. I guess we're down to like one viewer, so it might not be worth keeping the stream open. You know, a lot of people probably didn't want to see me play games or whatever, and that's fine. I'm all right with that. But yeah, if you did watch and you did enjoy it, you know, let me know if you'd like to see a specific game played. This is just making sure that my OBS or Streamlabs is finally working. So it's pretty late too. It's 11 something. Might give it a go a different day. Just check on everything. Maybe do a little bit more of a just chatting kind of thing. But for those people that did join and you did enjoy it, thank you so much for joining me. Anyone that didn't like it, let me know down in the comments why you didn't. Maybe something that you'd like to see instead. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for joining me for this kind of quick live stream.